saying? If you looking to move to Atlanta, bitch, don't move to Atlanta. I met some cool people. I also met some weird bitches. You have clout, you have friends. It's your girl Kadi, and I'm back with another video. I know I've been MIA for months. Like, oh my god, I feel so bad, y'all. I like literally told y'all in one of my last videos, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to start being more consistent, this and that, and bitch, I lied, okay? But I'm gonna be more consistent, I swear. Like, I really am. So anywho, I'm just here with a life update video. Life has been lifing, so that is one of the reasons why I have not been recording. Also because I'm a lazy bitch, but I am on my journey to being monetized. I am halfway there, so I'm like, all right, Khadijah, it's time for you to lock in and stop fucking around, okay? So this is me locking in. So as y'all can see from the title, Atlanta was not for me, bitch. I left Atlanta. Like, I hated it there. So, you know what I'm saying? If you looking to move to Atlanta, bitch, don't move to Atlanta. Like, there's nothing in Atlanta, like, for real. And don't get me wrong, I know some people go to Atlanta and they be turning the fuck up. And I feel like, you know, I had my fair share of, you know, like, I turned up. You know, I bossed up. I'm definitely not the same person that I was when I moved there 3 years ago. And I'm grateful for that. But I do not recommend the girlies to live in Atlanta. So yeah, I don't recommend the girlies to move to Atlanta, like, at all. So I'm just go ahead and get into the reasons why I even left Atlanta. So first and foremost, the one and only reason I left Atlanta is because I did not have a support system with my son. If you are looking to move to Atlanta or any other state, and you have a child, make sure that the state you're moving to, you have friends and family that you can trust. Because moving to another city, trying to trust strangers with your child is very hard and very scary. So I found myself, you know, being a mom all the time. Like, I didn't really get to really enjoy Atlanta because I never had a babysitter. I was always in the house, always with the kid, you know, because, like, who else gonna be with the kid? So, you know, that was really like my one and only reason. I'm like, okay, I've been here for 3 years. I've been thugged it out long enough, and I was just exhausted, like, mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted with not having any help with my son. Like, having a support system is so freaking important. So if you are looking to move and you have kids, please take that into consideration. Like, yes, everybody's like, oh, I got this. And I was that person. I'm like, oh, I got this. Like, I could find a babysitter, I could find a daycare, I could find whatever. But it just didn't really work out like that. I mean, my son, he was going to school, so I was able to get a little bit of a break. But when it came to babysitters, I was just very, very iffy about people, you know, and I'm just a naturally, like, standoffish person, especially when it comes to my kid. So I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you to watch my kid. Like, I don't even know if I can trust you to watch a picture of my kid, bitch. Like, you can't just leave anybody in the care of your child. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a mother and as a good mother, that's not something I would recommend anybody to do. So make sure if you are moving to another state and you have children, think long and hard about your decision, because it is not an easy road, okay? My experience in Atlanta was, it was up and down. You know what I'm saying? I met some cool people. I also met some weird bitches. I had some good experiences and I also had some bad experiences. You know, so it was kind of like half and half. My first 2 years, I lived in Atlanta. It was really rough, especially my first year. There's no real friends in Atlanta, I'll tell you that right now. I thought I met some cool people. I thought I made some friends, and them bitches was weird as fuck. Like, girls in Atlanta will leave you for dead, okay? Do not go to Atlanta with the mindset that you are going to be buddy-buddy with these hoes, because they are not your friends. It's like every man for themselves in Atlanta. I've been through weird ass situations with girls. I don't work a job, as y'all know. I am an entrepreneur, so that means I spend most of my time at home or working with like students and stuff. So, you know, I was meeting friends like online. You know, they have Facebook groups. You can meet friends, large Facebook groups like Friends in Atlanta. There's so many Facebook groups you can meet friends. I met friends off Instagram, and I can honestly say out of all of the people I met, I maybe met like 2 or 3 genuine people. And honestly, I don't even know if they're 100% genuine. Like, I feel like every single friend I encountered in Atlanta did some weird shit, and it's like I can't really call you my friend for real. Like, I just got to call you my homegirl. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful with friendships in Atlanta, because it is not what you think it is. These girls are shiesty. They will do shiesty stuff. They don't believe in girl code out there. Like, girl, it was hard building friendships. And it's like, naturally as an adult, it's already hard making friends, you know, especially if you don't work a job. Like, usually, like, if you work a job, you can make friends with your coworkers or whatever, but especially like for me as a business owner, it's hard to make friends, and it's hard to make business friends. On top of that, girl, let me just get into business friends. It is hard as fuck to make business friends, because all the girls in Atlanta, they like are so focused on clout. If you have clout, you have friends. If you don't have clout, it's gonna be hard for you to have friends, because all these bitches be clout chasing and they're opportunists. That's 100% fact. And when it comes to like making boss friends, a lot of people, they look at you more as competition than as collaboration. You know what I'm saying? You know what, let me go back to my last statement, because now that I'm talking about boss friends, I did meet one boss friend and I love her to death, and we collab. You know, there's no competition. Like, that's my bitch, we locked in for life. But them other hoes, we don't know about them. Okay, we don't know about them. I probably will never speak to them again now that I no longer live in Atlanta. And it's just a fact. And maybe it's me, because I'm funny acting too. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person where it's like, bitch, if you do some weird shit, it just kind of ruins the whole dynamic of our friendship, because now I don't know if I want to fuck with you no more, because I'm just so iffy on female friends. Like, female friends it's scary to make female friends. Hoes be fucking weird. They be having ill intentions. They be having secret animosity, especially when you young and turnt and you pretty and you on your shit. Them hoes is hating. Like, they be smiling in your face, oh, friend, and behind your back they got a whole bunch of shit to say. And that goes to my other point. Don't tell these hoes your business. Like, that was something I made the mistake of. I moved to Atlanta and I was kind of going through a lot. I was going through a breakup and stuff. So, you know, when you going through shit, you want to vent. Them hoes is nobody to vent to. Nobody to vent to. Like, I learned a lot of lessons in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot about myself. I feel like I grew mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. Like, moving to Atlanta like really helped me to become more closer to God, because the amount of praying that I had to do, baby, God probably was sick of me, okay? Because I had to stay prayed up, okay? Stayed prayed up. But one thing I could say about Atlanta is, you know, like, there is a lot of bosses around, so it kind of inspires you to like really turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like moving to Atlanta, I was really able to pop off with my business. And I don't even want to give like other people credit, because really it was really all me. But is my phone ringing? Hold on. But yeah, like, when I was in Atlanta, I found myself in a predicament where it was like I had to really turn up with my business or I would be on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I moved to Atlanta as a lash tech, and like building clientele or starting a new business or starting a business, or even if you already have an established business, especially like a client-based business, it's really hard to build clientele in a new city, especially in a new city that has a lot of competition. And as y'all know, all of the girlies in Atlanta is doing everything. So it was a lot of competition, especially as a lash tech. And it was hard for me to make myself stand out for real and to really build that clientele. and it was going okay. You know, I was really doing my thing, but like I just found myself not having enough clients to really sustain, you know, my bills, sweet rent, everything like that. So I ended up just calling it quits with the lashes, and I just started teaching. And honestly, that, like, me switching over to teaching really just blew my lash career up, like, completely. But I had to focus, I had to lock in, because I'm like, oh my god, like, it's hard as fuck building this clientele, and the bills ain't gonna wait for more clients to come. They still coming. So I had to do what I had to do. And honestly, I'm grateful, because, like, you know, sometimes when you're in your hometown and you're around, you know, comfortability, you're around people who are doing pretty much nothing, you know, it's easy to fall into that trap, like, oh, okay, I'll just go get a job, or I'll just, you know, like, I'll do, you know, whatever you're used to doing to make money. So I had to really take a step back, you know, step into my brain for real, and think long and hard, like, okay, how can I make this money, honey? So, you know, being in Atlanta just really pushed me to really turn up all together. Not even just with money, just with how I dress too. Like, some of the girls, they be coming with it, okay? And I was looking at me and looking at them, and I'm like, hold on, I'm not up to par. What's going on here? So, you know, like, it's like, it was like a culture shock for me, honestly. You know, moving there, like, I come from a small town where the girlies, they're fucking bum ass bitches. They can't dress. All they do is have a bunch of kids and fight each other and fuck each other's baby dads. So, you know, like, that's what I was used to. So when I came to Atlanta, and the girlies, they coming with it. They got designers. They got black trucks. Like, I didn't even know shit about a black truck until I moved to Atlanta. And Atlanta be black truck crazy. Like, I was not hip to the black truck. Like, of course I knew about it, but like, I didn't know that was really a thing that people really would like use on a regular. I'm trying to be in the black truck too. I'm trying to be lit too. Like, I'm trying to turn up with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it really helped me to grow. Like, Atlanta really helped me grow as an individual, as a woman. Like, it helped me to learn how to trust myself, because going back to what I said, like, when I first came there, I didn't really have a plan. I just like, okay, I'm gonna open a lash studio and I'm gonna just build clientele. And I had to quickly realize, like, okay, it's not as easy as it sounds. Like, it's easier said than done. So I had to go back to the drawing board and really turn my whole shit up. So I feel like, you know, kudos to living in Atlanta. It helped me to grow as an individual, even as a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my son on my back most of the time. Like, his dad, I want to give him his credit. His dad was coming out there. He was helping me when he could, but for the most part, it was on me. You know, like, I live in a whole nother state. So it was all on me. So it made me more mature. It made me choose my battles, because I'm like, listen, I can't afford to go to jail, because who the fuck is gonna pick my son up from school? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I used to be very hot-headed. I used to be ready to fight. I used to be like, you know what, we can get it on. But now I'm like, you know what, you can't do certain things when you have stuff to lose. You know what I'm saying? When you have responsibility, or somebody depending on you that can't do for themselves. So I had to really just lock in, like, with everything. Like, block out all the distraction, all the drama. Like, I wasn't really into none of that. So I just feel like, shout out to Atlanta for helping me grow, but it just wasn't for me ultimately. I feel like my experience probably would have been better had I had more, either had I had more support, or if I just didn't have a kid at all. And I love my sister though, so I'm not saying I regret having him, but I'm just saying, like, if you are a woman who don't have kids, or not even a woman, anybody, individual who don't have kids, and you look at a move to another state, specifically Atlanta, then I feel like it'll be way better for you, because you can move how you want to move. Like, I went to Atlanta with the intentions, I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to start networking, I want to do celebrity lashes, I want to, you know, be that girl. But my son also sat my ass down, and you know, I'm still grateful for that, because at the end of the day, I was able to see the bigger picture, because everything is not what it seems. Like, these girlies be looking like it girls on Instagram, and they be ain't shit girls in real life. Like, don't even have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. So that is also what I learned from living in Atlanta. Like, a lot of people fake their lifestyles. Just because it looks good, that don't mean it is good. And you know, like, that just gave me a reality check, because like I feel like people, or not even people, even myself, sometimes we get so caught up in Instagram and like seeing other people's life, but we don't know the behind the scenes, you know. So it's a lot of pump faking in Atlanta, for real. The niggas are whack and trash. I mean, that was my experience. I see some people move to Atlanta and they find them a husband. I did not have luck with that. All I did was get bamboozled by these niggas who was making it seem like they had some money, and then we started getting to know them, they don't got shit. Like, it's a lot of cappers, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of girls talk about like DL guys. I don't think I ever encountered a guy that was DL. If I did, he was real DL, because I really did not know. But like, I just didn't have luck with like finding love. And it can also, you know, the fact that I wasn't really outside like that also could have played a part, because you know, sometimes you gotta be outside to meet your man. Like, so I feel like that could have also played a part. But ultimately, I would say, you know, if I had to rate living in Atlanta, I would give it like a 3 out of 10. I don't recommend I don't recommend moving to Atlanta at all. It was very ghetto, and I hated it. Also, for the grown girlies, Atlanta is hard as fuck to get health insurance, bitch. I didn't even have health insurance. Like, Atlanta, Georgia is stingy. Health insurance, they want you to be piss poor to be eligible for health insurance. They want you to be piss poor to be eligible for food stamps. Like, you know, listen, I'm not ashamed, okay? I love a good food stamps. I would swipe my EBT card with a smile, because baby, who don't like free food? Like, be for real. Y'all be acting like food stamps is for the poor people. No, I want food stamps too. I want the food stamps too. Eggs is damn near $8. Who wants to pay that? Like, I need the government to come up with something, okay? So respectfully, yeah, like, Georgia is not the place for like assistance, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you can get more assistance quicker and easier up north than you will in Georgia. Like, Georgia, they want to know every little itty bitty piece of information just to give you fucking $200 worth of food stamps. Like, even for health insurance, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just different little things that I didn't like about Atlanta. And honestly, I could like really make a super long video, but I really don't feel like doing that. But like I said, overall, Atlanta was really just good for me personally. For like, I feel like it was just my growing season living in Atlanta. It helped me to grow as a woman. It helped me to grow as a businesswoman, and as a mom, you know. So, but other than that, I don't really recommend, okay? So if you want to go there, don't go there. Just visit. That's it. Like, Atlanta is good for just visiting. Living there is ghetto as hell, okay? So yeah, for the nosy hoes in the back, if you made it this far, I moved back to my hometown, which is Pennsylvania, and I love it. I love my new place. I love my new neighborhood. Like, I love my son's school. I have health insurance now. Like, I just feel so much more relieved. I have a support system. Like, I just feel so much better. Like, oh my God. I just feel like a weight of the world is lifted on my shoulders. And you know, it's not like I came crawling back. Like, some people go move to another state and they go broke and come crawling back. Like, no, bitch, I came here still bossed up, still on my shit, and really on my shit even more than I ever was. So yeah, anyways, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to your girl. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.